Right, hang on. I've not even got VP4 set up right either. I haven't got it to my liking. Right, let me see if we can get in. I downloaded VP4 online there, and then it let me into the lobby, and it was creating a room, and I didn't have hard time, so I restarted it. One of the rooms was missing. Let me check. I don't even know.
I got the stream to run on Streamlabs, but the aspect ratio was wrong. I was trying to figure out how to fix that when you came online.
Now, what was I going to do here? Miscellaneous. Put the default colour to blue. I don't know what the game audio level's like. I haven't done anything to adjust anything at all. Now, anybody who's there, apologies for the delay. I've had another major problem with the PC. I don't know what the hell it was. You can let me know if the audio sounds any good, because I've had no chance to adjust anything in Discord. Everything's been reinstalled, and well, at least I'm back up and running.
I just posted in the lobby that you've got the stream running on Twitch.
I need a drink because my throat's like an Arab sandal, pissing about here for the last 2 hours. Oh God.
Hey guys, sorry about the technical issues. Hugh had a few problems. I was trying to set up a stream, but it looks like Hugh's going to be okay, so I'd rather have him do it.
Right, anyway, I'm here, so what's been happening? Well, I haven't really missed a lot other than Chimpie's off to a little start here.
Can you guys hear us?
Give us a volume level check, guys.
Yeah.
Is everything
Let
okay?
us know if you can hear
you know,
us
or is it
okay.
Is it crap, or is it good enough? Is it going to get by for this time around? You need to let us know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they can hear us at all. I'm not seeing any responses.
Well, yeah. Well, Dwight says it's fine. Steve's a bit quiet.
He says I'm a bit quiet.
Let me just. I don't think it's the right time for messing about. I think I'm just glad I'm up and running again. We'll do. Yeah. I'll mess about with that some other time.
I can talk a little louder. So this is an interesting match because I think this could go either way. Chimpie is one of the players that's really improved. He's one of those guys I keep talking. He's not going to shoot stupid shots, and that's huge because too many players shoot stupid shots. Chimpie will not do that, and just that alone is going to get rid of probably a mistake or two a match. I think acero's got a little bit more speed. He certainly knows more about playing pool than Chimpie, but this is really an either way. I'd make acero a slight favorite, but I think either one of these guys can win this.
Now, I up Steve in Discord there. Is that any louder for you guys? The interesting thing though, Steve, is the lowest high run in this tournament at the moment is Chimpie. He's only 49.
Well, Chimpie doesn't move the cue ball as good as some of the guys, and I don't know how much straight pool he plays. His patterns aren't great. I mean, but he plays smart and he pockets balls well. So,
well, what I will tell you though is, I went into a room. Who was he playing? He was playing a practice race to 150. Who was he playing the other day? Well, it might have been Fast Eddie. I'm not sure, but anyway, to cut a long story short, Chimpie got an 89 in that, so he's capable of doing it. So and he has to do something like that today, if he can.
The thing is, if he gets funny, he'll play safe. If you run 50 and play safe and don't leave anything, you may win the safety battle. So, the way to beat players that are better than you is by not doing stupid things. I've played so many players in real life that are better than me and beat them. And the way I beat them was, you know, just playing a little tighter. You know, don't take flyers at things. You know, play safe if you're not sure you're going to, you know, be able to execute the shot. And, yeah, I mean, there's really two ways that I beat better players. One is just run out all the time, which that works great against anybody. But the reality is that, you know, I'm not usually in that mode. So the other way is just playing a lot of safeties when the table's tough or I don't feel good about a shot. And that's what Chimpie does. He's going to play safe, and he's not going to take crazy shots.
See, that's my theory. I keep going down the same route. I mean, if the guys, if you think the guy's better than you, or if in general his good game's better than yours, then what you've got to do is do everything you can to prevent him getting good and not taking silly chances, not leaving it easy for him, making it difficult for him, knowing when to duck. You know, you play that way, you know, that's just another good way to win. You might not be spectacular, but
well,
you
there's
get
a
it done.
beautiful shot there. That shot to get on that 11 ball, that was beautifully it. That was a hard shot because it's very difficult to get to speed, and he's perfect. Now, see, that was the wrong way to play that. He should have gone forward.
Welcome to Fast Eddie.
He's okay, though. I mean, the rack came apart good enough, but that angle there, you go forward on every time when you're coming into the lower part of the rack like that.
Have you been watching any of this Hanoi Open, Steve?
I have.
Right.
Yes, I've watched quite a bit of it, actually.
Well, the first thing that stuck in my mind is that these pockets in these tables over there, they're definitely VP4 tournament pockets, because I don't know how many balls I've seen rattling those corner pockets.
They're a little tighter than that.
Well, they certainly are tight, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Matchroom has gone to 4-inch pockets. Now, they don't play as tough as, like, you know, the tables at hard times, but the reason why is because, you know, the felt's still fairly new on them, which makes the pockets play easier. You take those same tables and you play on them for 2 or 3 weeks, and you won't believe how tough it is to, you know, but Matchroom's done the right thing by tightening the pockets up.
Oh, it definitely has made a difference. I've seen everybody missing.
What you want is you want the cream to rise to the top, and you want to see the best players win. And you aren't going to get that with bucket pockets that play easy. And, you know, they changed the break, they changed the pockets. They've really done a wonderful job of making 9-ball a good game at the pro level.
Well, I watched Jason Shaw earlier get through to the last 16. I don't know if SVB get through, because that's when my PC went pear-shaped. I was watching that.
Yeah, I saw Jason Shaw beat Chua this morning. I haven't seen.
Well, SVB was 2-all, and then he won about 3 or 4 in a row, so he had a decent lead when I went down. So I don't know whether he went on to win it. I presume he did.
Well, so Ralph Soke beat Anton Raga 10-9.
Did he lose? Oh, goodness me, that's a shocker, because he was in a good position when I was watching it. Bedhead said he lost.
He's you know, he's one of the favorites to win these tournaments now.
Oh, God, I thought he'd
gone. But he's not, you know, he's not. He needs to get a little more consistent. You know, the reason why Gorst is probably the best player now. Now, the huge surprise of the tournament is Bernie Regalario.
Never heard of him.
Now, well, he's a Filipino kid. I've seen him for like 4 years now. So I always thought he was young because he looks young, but you can never tell with these Filipinos.
He's probably
30 years old and they look young.
Probably 60.
So, you know, and I never thought he was that good a player, but what I didn't realize was how young he was, because I've been watching him for a few years, and, you know, he's a good player, but...
What is he, the other end of the spectrum? Is he 13 years old or something?
He just turned 18.
Oh, well,
so when I started watching him, he was like 14. Well, he just won his match against Lung Duc Tin, and he's, you know, he's let's see, where is he now?
By the way, guys, my PC's probably downloading a shitload of updates So there might be a little bit of buffering here or there.
He lost to Levan Corteza, which that's a tough match for a guy like that. When you're playing one of your heroes in the Philippines, the guy that's owned you. I'll tell you this right now, because I've been through this. When you are playing guys that, you know, helped you and mentored you and are really great players, it's very...
He's going again.
That was close. It's very difficult to succeed against them. So Oscar lost to Kyle Amoroto. Now that's another Filipino I've been watching for probably 4 years now, and he just turned 20 or 21, I think. So he's another really good young player. Who did he beat earlier? He beat somebody that was... I watched the match, and I can't remember who it was.
The error I had was clock watchdog timeout. That's the error that I had in Windows, and it wouldn't load.
That's not a good error.
No, it's either well, they said it could be. I mean, it's the usual thing. They give you half a dozen different things it could be. So it could be any of those. It could be drivers. Well, if it's drivers,
you should have just taken my advice before and bought a new PC.
Well, that's a long way away, I'm afraid. So it is.
So it's Ruiz against Sanjin Vanovic, who had beat Peschel earlier, who's a good young player. Michelangelo Feliciano, who came in second to Gorst in the last tournament, against Ahmad Tafiq. I don't know him.
These Arabs,
another Filipino.
That sounds like an Arab or something from that part of the world.
Yeah, he's some kind of Arab, I think. I don't recognize the flag. It's weird. Shaw against Jan van Leerup, which I don't know him. That sounds like a Dutch guy.
Is that the last 16 you're going through, aye?
This is, yeah.
Yeah.
Kopin Yi against Feder Gorst. That'll be a good match.
I'm going to get to watch all of this, by the way, because I'm off until Monday.
Levan Cortez against Alcady. That'll be a good match. Kazikas against Ushan. Talk about two players that play a similar style. Ko Ping Chung. So both the Ko's are still in it against Max Lechner. And, you know, Max is a good player. He could win that, although you got to favor Ko Ping. And Yap versus Amoroto. And that's probably the match I'm most excited about watching because Yap's a very good player. Well, and Amoroto is one of these upcoming kid Filipinos.
I'm not sure whether the last 16 are going to Sky or whether it's still on YouTube, but Matchroom have been broadcasting Table 1 on YouTube all week.
Yeah, that's where I've been watching it, is on YouTube.
Hairpig was in there this morning. So was Paul from the Philippines. They two of them were in the chat. I noticed. Totally ignored me, so they did. By the way,
yeah. Amoroto beat Oscar 10-3 in the last 32.
No, I didn't fall asleep, Mark. The PC went pear-shaped again. I'm afraid. Well,
he still hasn't taken my advice. New PC.
Yeah. What's he on? Runner 38, he's now in the lead. Acero. Well, that's not a combo on the right side, so he's going to have to work something there. Pretty sharpish.
Yeah, he's got some big problems here. The 14-15 is a huge problem, and because the where it's sitting and the way it's sitting, it's going to be very difficult to get to that. And if you come into those balls like more straight on, it's no good. What you really want to do is get a shot where you can come a couple rails and come into them from one end, you know, from like into the 15 ball from the end of it. Coming into those things, well, the one good thing is they're far enough apart that if you hit right in between them, they're both going to spread. So it's not as bad as it could be. But well, he's got big problems with those two because they don't go as a combination, I don't think.
He might be trying this now off this 5 ball. I think he should because he's not going to...
See, like, this is no good.
This is deadly.
Speed, and the only good thing about this shot is I think he can shoot the 4 ball.
Well, he's got a hit.
Okay, now he's sitting good. What he needs to do is shoot this 4, bump the 1 out for a break ball, and then he can shoot the 3 and come into the 15. Oh, he hit it too hard. Oh, no. Well, at least he's got the breakout shot there. This is just a bunch of right English and hit the 15. Oh, he didn't hit it hard enough. See that? You had to hit that thing and get him separated better, because now he's in trouble. I don't think he can bank the 14. Actually, I think he can. It's tight, but I think he can bank the 14.
Well, let's see if he ducks for cover. I mean, he's going to bank this, and the cue ball's going to be running, obviously.
Well, I think he may just shoot the 1 ball and try to go in between the 1 and 14 and shoot the 14 up table and try to use the 15 as a break ball. I think that's probably what I would do in this situation, because you know, you could actually go below the 15 here.
Put off this 1 ball.
Come off the rail. Yeah.
Let's see if
just
he can
draw
get
it a little. He's going to go 2 rails, but he didn't get out. Oh, I think he might have got. Oh God, I don't think he quite got there. That's a huge mistake.
Well, I think if he just tweaks this a little bit, he should be able to get it.
Yeah, the biggest problem with this is you're probably not going to get the cue ball off the rail enough, and you're probably going to have to go forward 2 rails on the break shot. So, because you got to hit this easy and make sure that the cue ball turns, and then you're going to be pretty straight on, so you're going to have to go 2 rails.
Yeah.
So he's going to go forward 2 rails. Now, the good thing about this is you can get out all the way over into, like, you know, the 9 ball pretty easily. Well, he didn't get over that far, but the cue ball did come apart still because it had angle. So that's not bad. He's got, well, he can go for it right now. He can shoot the 6-9 combo and spread the rack and everything. I mean, that's sitting really good.
It's not sitting that
I mean,
good,
I don't
is
think
it?
it can be missed because you can hit the 6 into the 13 ball, and I don't. It looks like it's just dead with a 6 off the 13 ball. He doesn't want any of that. Either didn't see it or he just doesn't want to mess with that.
Well, this has been hard work for acero.
That's a good shot.
He
got away with it. I think he's got a shot on the 2 ball. That was a hard ball to break off of because he didn't have enough angle.
Well,
he's got a shot on the 2. I think
he's one of these blind pocket ones.
Oh, he's going to overcut it, I think, at the angle he's at. I'm behind it. It looks like he's going to overcut this.
This is definitely not anything like easy.
Well, I saw one of the last Vietnamese guy that was playing. Who was he playing? I think he was playing Bernie Regulario. Had a shot way worse than this and hit it beautifully. Yeah, he did undercut it.
Gone wide. Well, the run ends in 48.
It's a guessing game.
The lead's only 21.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty good popping off of 48. I mean, if he keeps doing that, I think Chimpie's going to have to play really well to have a chance of winning.
Well, the 13 will go, but
yeah, the 13's a good.
Can he get on that 7? Is that 7? I know he's coming back anyway,
No,
but I don't know whether
I
the
think
7
you're going to shoot the 6 next. Oh, he's going to stun it and shoot the 8. That's fine. And he can move balls if he wants to here, but I probably wouldn't. He's looking at the 14.
Well, there's a chance that this match will overlap the start of the one loss side match with Cobra and Semipro.
Yeah. One thing I like about Chimpie is he's got pretty good patience. You know, he doesn't try to move balls just right away like a lot of guys do. I
mean, he's got certainly 2 opportunities to get in there. He could be brave and take the 3 ball right now.
Well, you know, I like the 3 ball as a break ball.
Mind you, that 10 and 12 are pretty much set. You can, if you were sitting good on it, you can make it.
He's fine.
Like now,
I mean, he
could make it now.
And he can get the cue ball into the 14.
Just got to cut across it a wee bit.
Just a teeny bit, but it's going to get the cue ball into the 14 and the 1 and spread those.
Well, he's coming back off it.
Backing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't like that shot. I mean, it worked out, but that kind of shot, you can get in trouble at. It was just too precise a control situation. You know, you don't want to shoot shots where you have to be super precise. You know, you want to avoid those.
Oh, Stubbs came in and left, or was he in all the time? I've just noticed him leave the room.
He came in and said, "Get him acero." You know, I mean, he's obviously rooting for acero, probably because Chimpie's mean to him. Chimpie's got a mean streak. He's been mean to me too.
Well, break ball sitting there. Does he want to be really? You know, I was just going to say that. Does he want to be getting back up this 1 and 7 off any of these 2 and 4 balls? I don't think it's a good idea. I think
he wants to get all these balls. Yeah. He's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, then he's just got to decide whether he's going to go 2 to 4. Now, this is a little risky because you can get funny on this. He's got to draw this back to about a diamond from the side pocket. And if he doesn't do this right, he's going to be not happy.
Yeah, he's not getting to
enough. He's not happy. See, that's why if you're going to use that for a key ball, you want to have a ball that, you know, you can just stop it or just roll forward. You don't want to have to like draw it back, because then you end up like this. And he hit that well. I mean, that's a good shot. Yeah, he's a little longer, but he did the right thing. He didn't hit the 3 ball, and he's got a shot. This one, you just probably want to stun draw just a little bit. He's going to hit the 1 ball.
A wee bit of pressure on it, because he wants to let acero know that he's in this, and that's well played.
Yeah, that was beautiful. So, you know, Chimpie plays like somebody that isn't nervous. You know, he plays in control. He does smart things. He doesn't rush to break balls out. You know, he's playing like somebody that's in control, and that's a great attribute.
Yeah, don't forget as well, I mean, he's been around VP for donkey's years. I mean, he's an experienced virtual pool player, although it's taken him a while to get back right into VP4 again, but, you know, he's well used to it.
But, you know, it doesn't mean you're going to be, you know, you're going to have good nerves and stuff. I mean, but that's a big attribute. I think Chimpie's game's really gotten better from what I've seen. I mean, he's been winning some of the Friday night 9 balls, right?
Yeah, I think he's won 1 or 2 of those in the last month recently. Or 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he's playing better. He's put the time and the work in. And, you know, being in this situation and going through this, especially playing a game like straight pull, you know, this is just going to continue to make him better. I mean, pull's just that kind of game where it just takes a long time. Once you get to the point where you're pretty good, it gets even harder to get better. It just takes a long time to eke out to the very top of the pile.
I'm just going to have a look on my phone to see if I've got a photograph of my mouse settings, because I took a photograph a while ago when I set up my mouse in VP4 so I could remember the settings, but I don't know whether I've still got the photograph.
So he's going to get the 6 ball out of the way, and I like that play because he could have stopped and shot the 14 to break balls, but he got the opportunity to get the 6 ball out, and the 7-13 is a good combo. If he wants to break the 14 out, he can do it. Break out with the 14, he can do it after the 6 ball. And that's what I'm talking about, patience. A lot of guys would have gone right into it. Now, he got 2 straight in. This is no good. So I would think he's going to come up and use the 4 ball to move some balls. I mean, he can pick the 1 ball off and then pick the 11 ball off. You know, the 4 ball's open, the 10 ball's open. He does not have to move these balls if he doesn't want to. So a really good straight pull player probably would not move these balls. You get the 4 out of the way and then the 10 goes. You shoot the 1 and then the 11 goes, and, you know, and then the 15 goes, and, you know, you're done. I would have the tendency to probably try to want to move those myself, but I'm not a good straight pull player.
Well, did you say the 1 in 11 was dead? I've just noticed that.
Well, he could shoot that too. I mean, I would
7 and
rather shoot. I would rather shoot the 1 and then the 11. And the reason why, when you shoot a combo like that, you know, what if the 1 ball kind of squeaks over on top of the 15?
mm-hmm.
You know, the 1 goes clear, and if you can shoot the 1, then you can shoot the 11, and you know the whole puzzle solves. The only problem is where he is now on this 4 ball, he can't really get to the 1 ball. Now he could shoot the 8 ball and slide over, shoot the 8 ball up table and slide over and shoot the 1 if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's fairly straightforward. Just a little stun across.
Yeah. Well, he tried to miss that. I think he was trying to get on the 1 ball to shoot it in the side, and he's
nice.
funny now.
Yeah.
He could shoot the 8 in the side and then take the 7-13 and then take the 1. Because you've also got the 10 ball just in case you don't get on the 1 right. So he's fine here, you know. He's. I thought he'd take the 8 in the side. Well, now he might shoot the combo. Yep. Because he's kind of funny on the 7-13. I mean, he's not terrible, but yeah, and that's the problem with doing that. He's okay though. He's got a shot on the 1, and he can still always shoot the 7-13.
Does he play this with top right to try and come up to that 13 and 7 and hold for like the 10, something like that?
You got a couple choices. You can lay it down and try to shoot the 15 in the side or the 15 up table.
See what he does.
You could try to run into the 10 or 15, which I'm not so fond of.
He's putting a little bit of right on it to go around the corner, I think, here. But he needs to watch he doesn't go in behind the 13.
Yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll do. Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought he was going to do, is get himself that side.
So he's going to go... Is he shooting a 10? I don't know why he's not shooting a 15 here. Well, because he wants to back up. Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah, the only problem is he's not going to end up with a good break ball.
Yeah, he's looked at that 13 there. I'm wondering, you know, would you not be able to better leaving the 13 there as a break ball and get rid of the 7?
The problem is that, you know, he'll have to bank the 7, and it's tricky getting on the 15. He can shoot the 15 and try to come back and get on the 7, but it's, you know, I mean, sometimes the best thing to do is the simple thing and then play safe. And you know, Chimpie's pretty smart about things. He's going to try to get in between them now. Oh, and he hit that good.
That'll do it.
See, like that in real life, that's a hard shot.
That'll do.
That shot's a lot easier in VP. In real life, you got to hit that really good.
Does he hit this firm to get the angle on this cue ball? Because he's a bit straight.
He has to get in.
He's inside it slightly, but he needs a wee punch here, I think.
He may go all the way up to the end rail here. I mean, because a lot of angle is good. Yep, that's what he's going to do. And this is what you want if you're going to shoot this shot, is you want a lot of angle because you want to keep speed on the cue ball. So, you know, he's going to take a chance here with scratching up in the corner. But, you know, I would hit this just like basically center ball.
Yeah, but not too soft. You don't want to land dead somewhere.
The mistake I keep seeing people make is getting the Q-tip too high here. See, his Q-tip's a little high, and it makes it loop some.
Well,
although you know, the looping may keep it out of the corner pocket up there.
He's good to go. And well, he's in the lead. He's only 5 in front though.
Yeah, but Chimpie's playing good. He's doing what he needs to be in this match. And you know, when you get to this point as a player, you know, you're just trying to stay in the match. You just want to, when it comes down to the end, you want to have a chance to win. That's kind of your goal, because everybody left in the tournament is good. So, you know, it's not like you're going to have any easy matches. You just want to be in a position where you got a chance to win.
Well, these guys are in the best position because they've at least got 2 chances.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose here, you're still in the tournament, so that's always nice. You still have another bullet. That's always been one of my bugaboos, is losing a match I shouldn't early in tournaments, and then, you know, then you've lost a bullet. And I can't tell you how many times I lost that Augusta tournament because I did that. You know, then I got to play Josh Roberts, and somebody like that. It's like, you know, now I don't have a loss.
Why is he doing the
because,
replay?
oh, he might have hit it by accident. Because, you know, that's a tough match for me playing him. I've played him twice and I haven't missed, and I've lost both matches. So when you don't miss a ball 2 matches and you lose them both, that's what kind of competition he is. So the guys that lost, like Semipro and Cobra, that are, you know, good players, they, you know, they're like wishing they had that other bullet left, because the next loss for them is they're out of the tournament.
Well, yeah, one's going.
And when you play good players, you never know what's going to happen. You can play good and lose. That's the thing about this game. You can play really good and lose. And when you're in that kind of competition, that's why you want that extra bullet, because if you play really good and lose and you still have that bullet, then...
Well, don't forget the way that Cobra took out, was it Fast Eddie? He was playing. Who was Cobra's last match? Because that's the one where Cobra was last chance saloon and had to run out to win the match, and he got a 70 odd to win the match from it.
That was against Matt.
Matt, it was Matt. Yeah. That's right.
So Matt had a great tournament. Matt really played well. I mean, you know, he was definitely a contender in this tournament.
There's buffering on Twitch, by the way, because I'm looking at it right now, and that's probably, again, because my PC is probably running updates. I never even had a chance to get and switch anything off.
Oh, you put you actually reinstalled Windows?
Oh yeah, because it wouldn't even go to desktop.
Yeah.
All of that stuff's running at the moment, and it's buffering again on Twitch. I'm watching it.
It's too bad you don't live closer to me, because I would just bring you a PC.
No,
I've got all kinds of PCs.
Yeah. Well, if any of these guys took a break, which they probably won't, I could tab out and go in and shut down Windows updates for the time being.
You know, the only problem with Windows updates running is it could even potentially make it so that you're going to have to stop and reboot, because some Windows updates will break other applications.
Oh, yeah, give me all the good news, Steve. Just keep going.
Well, the thing about it is, though, is that well, actually, it's the other way around. I take it back, because a Windows update's always going to make you reboot.
Yeah, I mean,
like, let's say that a Windows update comes out and you don't have it installed, and then like everybody's software, they update it because of the Windows update, like the browser gets updated and stuff. I've seen this happen multiple times, where all of a sudden the browser won't work right because you've gotten an update for the browser for the new version of Windows, but you're still running the old one. I've seen that happen. Well, as long as you know,
the lead
you're probably okay. But if it does happen, you're going to have to reboot and do the Windows update.
Well, the lead up to this over the last couple of days was the PC was restarting itself again. Once or twice, it's done it.
Yeah, well, Watchdog timer, that's not a good error.
Yeah. Well, critical point again. Can he get good on this 7-ball? Yeah, ball in hand from the kitchen's a wise move. That's a surefire way to give yourself a good chance. Got to watch how he comes off that pack though.
Yeah, you know, I mean, almost for sure it's a hardware error or driver error. I mean, it could be a disk problem, but I think with a Watchdog error, it's more likely going to be hardware or something. Now, you can do a few things. I mean, you can go on there and reseat your memory, reseat all your
well, that was
cards, like your video card.
well, that was done. You know, that was done.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just all these little messages telling you this. You know, the PC's just showing signs of the wear and tear. I mean, it's not as if the PC doesn't get used. You know, it's on every day of the week.
What they're telling you is buy a new PC.
Yeah, well, that's a long way down the road, unfortunately. And as long, I mean, this is a danger when I'm streaming as well, that I could just suddenly cut out and reboot. Be aware of that. If I disappear, then you'll know what's happened, because that has every potential of happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, the streaming process is, it's you know, it's fairly intensive, especially on GPU. Chimpie is
well, he's doing well.
Chimpie has got up to 44 here, and you know, he's working through this rack well. He's figured out how to play straight pool reasonably well. I mean, if you look at his cue ball movements, most of them are short. He's patient. He's not trying to break out balls. He's
Well,
really playing the game pretty good.
Doing it the right way in this sort of situation is picking off the blocking balls and doing them in getting them in the right order. That's the obvious thing you do. You know, try and just pick them off in the right order, open everything else up.
Yeah, he's got some issues here, but you know, I mean, I'd probably shoot the 1 and then shoot the 15 up table, and then take the 10 on the side, and maybe try to move some of those balls.
Well,
with the 10 ball, but you know, he's working through this rack well. I mean, he's not really doing anything stupid. And I know that sounds like kind of a silly thing to say, but I mean, that's really how you play this game. Just don't do stupid things.
Well, this combo,
play simple cue ball movements and don't do simple things.
This to tie his high run for the tournament.
Oh, and that was a good shot. See, because he played position for the 10 ball, and you know, he rolled up where he can shoot the 5 here. Let's see what he decides to do. He's got some issues here.
Can he pot the 5 and catch the 8 and bump the 14?
What?
Does he want to risk that? I mean,
what you'd want to do is draw this, so it goes. The cue ball goes 5, 8, and draws into the 14, and hopefully you come up with a break ball, because you're going to be moving the 8.
Yeah.
If you roll this, you know, you can. If you roll this, the 8 ball is not going to stay. There's just no way. So you might as well do something and move balls.
Well, he's come right off it. Yeah.
It did not come off the way.
Well, that's not
needed to.
That's not bad. I'd settle for that.
Oh well, it came out good.
No, this
you might get a 6 as a break ball. You got to be a little careful here, because see, that was the problem there. He needed to stun that rather than roll through to get a better shot on the 14, but he's okay. He can cut the 14 in the corner. That's what I would be doing here. He's going to shoot the 8, which is probably fine. I mean, it's a little easier shot.
Hang on a minute.
To get position. I think he's going to be okay. Yep, he's okay.
Now, what does he want? Does he want to try and come back into the pack here and break from the kitchen?
The safe shot is going 2 rails. He may try to put it in there, but I wouldn't. I'd either go straight up like that, or I'd go 2 rails.
Needs to keep going though.
Yeah, this is why 2 rails is safer, just because it's, you know, getting the angle right coming straight up is harder.
I don't know whether he'll get much out of this. He's a bit straightish.
Actually, the 6 ball is kind of high. His big straightish isn't that bad. You really want to stun this across and hit on top of the 10 and 15. He didn't get on top of it. See, and that's why you need to get on top of it, because if you get on top of it, the cue ball goes over to the long rail. He hit into the side of the 10 ball, kind of on the low side, and that's what happens. Now, he does have a bank on the 10, I believe.
Yeah, does he want to risk that, though?
Well, you know, I mean, but if you're not going to do that, where's the safety? I mean, this is a tough situation. That's the problem. I mean, Chimpie would play safe here in a heartbeat if he thought he had a good one. I think if you're going to play safe, the safety is hit the 3 ball and just stop the cue ball right there and see if you can get something to the rail. But it's risky. You could sell out doing that.
What's Larry talking about? The 8 ball. What's Larry talking about?
I don't know. He's probably talking about playing 11 into the 5 and into the 8, which is you know, it's a reasonable shot, but it's where the 9 ball's sitting. It's a little touchy. It might go. I mean, that's the kind of shot that I don't know if it's going or not. I think it may.
He's called the bank, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the safest shot because it's not a hard bank shot. You got to hit it with a little speed to get it to shorten up.
Yeah, but if he doesn't get it, I don't know. He's not taking it. No, he's got it. He's nailed it now. How's he for a shot? That's the only worry I had, is whether he was going to have a shot. Now I think he can get some of the 4 ball. I don't know whether he can. Can he? I think he might be able to cheat that.
I think the 9 ball is dead.
Oh yeah, stone dead up table, definitely. Absolutely stone dead into the corner. Hopefully he's had a look at that. Yeah. There's no way you're missing that, because the 8 balls, well, the 8 ball's got a little gap between the 8 and 9. He's not looking at it.
The 11 ball looks pretty good too. It's close. It's on the outside edge of the side pocket, but the 11 ball's another option.
Well, he's got two choices.
He's got a couple balls here that, you know, he could shoot at. He's going to call the 9. And this ball should throw just a teeny bit. It doesn't need to, but it would help it.
I seem to be quite low in the table. Look at that. There's that thing. It's a C button, isn't it? Oh no, it's, see that's the gap that's done that. And the cue ball's gone.
He had a gap there, and the problem was he couldn't get to the side of the ball that would help it throw. He was coming across it. The
run ends in 54. He's high run for the tournament.
I was wrong. That ball didn't go because he hit it pretty good. Maybe the 11 was a better shot.
Yeah, it was that little gap between the two.
Well, yeah, and these balls are so dang clean that they don't throw as much. He didn't have the angle. He would have had to hit more on the left side of it, and there was another ball in the way.
Maybe your shot was maybe more, not necessarily a guaranteed shot, but that 11 into the side might have been better.
Well, I'll tell you this right now, from my experience in real life, I spent a lot of time missing those shots, and I'm still not as good as a lot of people are with that, as seeing that shot and knowing whether it goes or not. I mean, you watch some of these guys like a Tony Chohan, who's a great one pocket player, and he shoots those shots, and you know he seems to know almost with certainty every time whether it's going or not. Same thing with little caroms and things. He's just he's done it so much.
Well, how is Acero going to respond?
I mean, it looks to me like this match is going to be a lot of runs like this, 40 to 60 ball runs. I mean, Acero's a pretty solid player. If you look at the guys that he has beat, you know, it's not like he lucked into this. So Acero has beat Larry 200 to 66. Wanwa forfeited. He beat Semipro 200 to 169. He beat Matt 200 to 114. So, you know, he's not getting lucky to get to this spot. He hasn't had a particularly easy draw either.
Far from it, yeah.
He's just played well.
So the 5-ball goes up table if you're up top end of it, rather than trying to break them out. He might go for. I don't know whether he can go forward and do that right now. No, he's forcing away. Now, presumably, he's already looked at the 8 and the 5 both go up table, so he's going to chip the 4 and break them up this way. 15 ball will be the break ball then.
So we've got about 11 hours before they start playing in Hanoi again.
Yeah. I mean,
they
know about what I'm trying to think. The Philippines, they must be about 7 or 8 hours in front of me.
It's like 12 a.m. right now in Hanoi.
Yeah, 6 hours.
12 a.m. Saturday. Well, it was good to see a lot of Vietnamese players playing in it. I mean, I guess pool must be getting pretty popular in Vietnam because they had
there was a whole stack
like
of them
80 Vietnamese playing in this thing.
They had, I think the commentator said earlier today, in the last 32 they had 6 in the last 32, but they all lost. They all went today. Yeah,
there's some pretty good players. What's the guy's name? Lung Duc Tien. He's the guy, the last one that was in. He's a good player, but there's another one too that I've seen that's playing. The guys that are actually traveling to Europe to play. There's a couple of them. They have a huge Filipino contingent there.
Well, he just stuck a break ball right now there. That 2-ball looks reasonable. Might be close to the pack, is it?
No, that's no good.
Oh, no, it's in the pack. Right, forget that idea.
Michael Feliciano, who came in second in the last tournament, I had never ever seen this guy.
He sounds like a member of the mafia with a name like that.
He's Filipino.
He's Filipino, Feliciano. He sounds as if he's one of the mob.
That's like a Spanish name, Michael Angelo. But I was just surprised because I usually know most of the Filipinos because I watch a lot of streams from the Philippines. What I'm really kind of surprised is that Jericho Banyar is not playing in this thing. I mean, there's another guy, Jeffrey Rhoda, who I don't know.
What's he trying to do here? Is he going to spin across here for a bump off this 4-ball into the 3 along the top rail or what?
I don't think you want to try to bump those.
Yeah, that's what he was sort of trying.
That's the kind of shot I'm talking about that is not really a good shot. It was just he didn't really have the angle to try to get to those.
And he didn't get there either.
Trouble.
I mean, he's left.
Well, he did get the 15 opened up, but I mean, it was. That's not a good shot to shoot at. I mean, that's how you get in trouble.
And he might end up having to play the 15 next unless he goes the top side of that one. I think he's going the top side of the one, and he's missed the 6.
Yeah. And see, that's all from shooting that wrong shot there. And that's where Chimpie, you're not seeing Chimpie do that. He's being a lot more patient. Has anybody noticed that Fedor Gorst is now an American?
No.
Okay, so his flag in the Hanoi Open is the USA flag. I don't know if he's become a citizen yet or not, but I'll tell you something else that's interesting. Fedor Gorst is now on the U.S. Mosconi Cup team.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge.
That's handy.
Americans. Well, I would consider him right now the best player in the world. So they just got the best player of the world.
Yeah, they made
so
sure.
That's pretty good.
They made sure they sorted that out. See how they can fast track you when they want to.
Well, I think
a few words in the right ear, Steve, and a little bit of grease in somebody's palm probably sorted that out. Oh yeah.
Well, with this whole thing with the Russia thing, and Matchroom was not allowing him to play in any events because he was Russian, and he was like a lot of the Russian athletes that the Russian state paid for him. You know, they paid for him, and there were several of them that were living together and playing pool and training, and you know the Russian government was supporting them, and so I kind of understood it. But you know, he's been in the U.S. for quite a long time now. He's been living in the U.S. for quite a while. Maybe he's got his citizenship. I don't know.
Well, I think this is one of these visits where Chimpie's come to the table. He's had what was it you had there? Was it a 50 something run or whatever his last visit? Beat his high run, so he's come to the table still in front. And if we can stick another 30 or 40 in the board here, that'll ramp the pressure up on Acero.
Ah, okay. So listen to this. So he's not a U.S. citizen yet, but he's classified as an I-140 classification as an alien of extraordinary ability. So he can now get travel authorization to freely leave and return to the U.S. He's got a green card. Well, no, his green card application is pending. So he doesn't even have a green card yet. But
well, you said he's been in the States for a few years. I mean, has he been resident in the States for a few years, or has he just been doing a lot of matches in the States?
He's been here. I know he was hanging out with Oscar for a couple of years ago. I mean, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure when he stopped living in Russia, but I have a feeling it had to do with the Ukraine situation.
So how long have you got to be in the States before you qualify for a green card? Is that the right way to describe it? He did a Joe Rogan a few months ago. Now, you might know what that Larry's talking about there. What does that mean?
Well, Joe Rogan's he's a commentator, pool player, but he's not, I'm not sure what he's saying. He's not Russian. He's been here a long time. I know Joe Rogan. I tried to get him in a game once. He declined. But it's a little bit of a stretch that he's representing Team USA and he doesn't even have a green card. I mean, that makes no sense to me.
Well, this ain't going to be a long run. He's going to pot the section call safe.
I've seen him on podcasts. I don't think he hosts a podcast like Joe Rogan. I mean, Joe Rogan hosts a podcast. Now, this is not the break shot you want.
Is he going to get crazy here? Short rail, side rail, into the pack?
This is how you scratch. If you're going to shoot this, you want to hit into the 5 and 8 with some speed.
Oh, he's got the hit.
And he did.
He'll take that.
Beautiful shot.
Well
that's
done.
what he needed to do. And you want to hit that with speed because you need it to separate. And he, you know, if you hit that dead between them, it could stick.
He's on the 12 as well, if he wants it.
Oh, he was on Rogan's podcast. Yeah, well, you know, Rogan, like I said, he's a pool player. He does a great imitation of Earl Strickland. If you've ever not seen it, it's hilarious.
Is that who he is? Him that I've seen in the clip. There's a clip on YouTube where he's doing Earl Strickland.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Ah, right. Yeah. I know who you're talking about now.
But he's got a podcast on, I think it's Spotify, and it's like, I mean, it's many, many millions of followers. He's getting paid a lot of money to do those podcasts. He's not like one of these guys that, he does some podcasts. Like, you know, most of these pool podcast people are doing it. They're nobodies. I mean, Joe Rogan's following is huge.
100 million? Good God.
Well, he is the #1 guy on is it Spotify? Or what the hell was it? I thought it was Spotify.
What's he up to here with this?
Yeah, he's Joe Rogan Experience. He's on Spotify. He's like their #1 guy.
Oh, wait a minute. He's in the
They paid him $100 million. Yeah. Well,
That was handy. He's also a UFC commentator.
I mean, explain to me how somebody who is doesn't even have a green card is now playing for the USA in the Mosconi Cup. I guess they're pre-assuming he's going to get a green card and then U.S. citizenship. Although the way that goes, that's probably years down the road.
Well, I thought Larry said he had 100 million subscribers. Larry's saying he get paid 100 million. Who the hell paid him 100 million?
Spotify. Well, he probably does have 100 million or more.
$100 million. Good God. Right, well, Chimpie's had his bathroom break.
So, 11 million listeners per episode as of February 2022. So, that's pretty good.
Welcome to Bill.
So, I guess it's not any more ridiculous than the fact that for the Ryder Cup, European Ryder Cup team, almost every single person on the team lives in Florida and plays on the PGA Tour. So I guess letting Gorst play for the USA isn't any more of a stretch than that. I mean, let's face it. The Ryder Cup team for Europe, they all live in the U.S.
I honestly think that the Yanks should. It should be I think the Ryder Cup. The fact that the Ryder Cup went to from UK and Ireland to Britain to Europe. I think that it should be Europe versus North and whatever it is, North America, if you want to call it. Would that not just cover US and Canada?
It wouldn't help us out much because, I mean, there's a few Canadians that are good players, but not a whole lot. I mean, you could include all the Americas, South America too, and you're really not picking up anything.
Jeremy Jones was on his podcast lately, Crazy Pool Stories, and I bet they do have some crazy pool stories.
Jeremy Jones is my favorite commentator. He's very knowledgeable. He's good player. I believe he won a U.S. Open 9-ball championship.
He's
Real good one pocket player.
He's been at that Hanoi Open, hasn't he? I'm sure he was commentating in it.
Yeah, well, him and
the annoying guy from the UK,
Carl Boyes. Yeah, you don't like him either. Huh?
No. Well, he's annoying enough, but the journalist broadcaster,
the announcer,
not
the commentator.
He's more annoying.
I'll tell you what, Boyes is a good player. Not as accomplished as Jeremy Jones. And I'll tell you what, Jeremy Jones is a hell of a one-pocket player. He's also doing instructional videos now, I think, with the APA. And, if you want to learn how to play pool, those are very good videos. Him and Niels Feijen both have really good instructional videos if you want to learn how to play in real life.
Well, we'll get 2 break balls. We'll probably get 3 if you include the 9-ball. So he's in good shape here, Chimpie. He needs to get rid of that 8-ball, though.
Yeah, well, this is the time of the match where you could really.
And he can do that now. You can get rid of the 8-ball now.
Yeah, I'd shoot the 3-ball and then the 8-ball.
Yeah, because you don't want to be playing the 8-ball and then bumping into another ball.
Well, he's going to go this way, and this is fine because you can go 8 and then you can go 5. See that? This is a good pattern. He's just going to stop this. See that? This is stop. This is the way you want to play pool. Is you're either rolling the ball or you're stopping the ball, and everything is simple. The cue ball's not traveling long distances. Chimpie has actually learned to play pretty good patterns.
Well, he's on 109, and he's 39 in front.
He's going to zing this one. Yep, right around the corner.
Oh, he's going to.
So the good thing about that shot was he has 2 choices for break ball. He can play the 3 or the 9.
Yeah, but is he going to do the same again? Go forward, inside, and come square on this? I think forward and in.
I would think that he would want to. Yes, I think he wants to go 2 rails there, forward or left.
Yeah. Needs to keep going. That looks pretty good if it keeps running.
Yeah. Now, see, I don't like this angle for a ball this close to the rack because this is how you scratch. If I was shooting a shot, I would be putting a ton of draw on this. Not just stun, but I'd draw it a lot because I would not trust it.
Watch the cue ball. Oh.
Well, he missed the ball.
Oh dear. Well, not
And
only
part of
that, he
that,
has
I
missed
think,
the pot. I was too busy
part of
looking at
that
the
was
cue
having
ball.
so much angle, you know.
So the run ends in 24, and that's not got him threatening the finishing line yet. But Acero's now been asked a question, and he's got enough balls here to work with.
Yeah, I mean, Acero's got to kind of hold serve and, you know, run a 40 or something like that.
Well, I think he's definitely got to get back on par here, at least with Chimpie before he leaves the table. I think that, yeah, at this stage in the match, he really has to be having that as a goal. Obviously, if he can run out, fine, that'll take care of itself. But he's got to make a contribution here. He's under pressure, and all these balls are there for the taking. It's just picking that way through them. And he's already got, well, he's certainly got at least one, I think. That 4 ball would do. 6 ball would do if it came to it.
Yeah, he needs the. Watch out. Yeah, he's okay. Got the 1 ball up there. He needs to get that 2 ball out of there so he can shoot the 8 and 14. The 14 does go in the side pocket pretty easy too. He may just roll forward and take the 14 in the side pocket. Or he may stun and then shoot the 2. He's got to do something here to get rid of those balls.
Well,
okay,
that's,
he stuns over, and now he's going to shoot the 2.
That's dealt with that. Now, is he going to shoot the 2? He's looking at the...
I would. Now's the time to shoot the 2 and get it out of there. You know, I'd probably go 2 and then 5 ball, shoot it up table, because, you know, you're getting rid of the balls that are an issue.
Yeah.
I'd probably go 5 and then 4. Leave the 6 as a break ball. So he's got to decide whether he's going to stun this or roll it.
Well, we are... What's that? 20 past 6. We're 40 minutes away.
Yeah, I like that. So I'd be going 8, and I'd probably be looking to go to the 1 ball here because I don't like that ball there. It's a little too close to the rail to be convenient to get on the 6.
Welcome
Get the
to
8
Fuzzy.
out of the way.
I read the chat there, but I never noticed it was fuzzied and locked.
Yeah, he may be shooting a 7 here. He may be using the 1 to get on the 6. It's not terrible, but it's... Yeah, he's going to end up using the 1 ball to get on the 6. So this is just, you know, it's a stun shot, and you just got to get the speed right.
Now, do you
go? An angle where
do you go 2 rails here across, or do you just find?
He's going to go 2 rails.
Yeah, he's going.
And I like that.
Whoa.
That decision. I think that's a little easier, the speed wise, than the stun shot because you can just let it flow. Well, he didn't take much time for that, and.
Well, he's got the 15. I don't think he's got anything else. I mean, that 1 ball cuts back, and the 7 go clean.
The 7 ball goes. Yeah, the 7 ball has got a full pocket on.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot. What's he shooting? Looks like he's shooting. Got to be a little careful here. You hit this too hard, you can come off the 11 and scratch. You know, you kind of got to roll into the 11 with not too much speed here. You could scratch.
I think he's
hit the 11 and old loop-de-loop around the.
I think he had second thoughts there.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not quite made up his mind. Maybe
if
he
you're
has
going to
now.
shoot the 7, you're probably better off drawing it into the 1 ball and then taking the 8.
He's going top at the moment.
Yeah, I don't like shooting the 7 with top because I think a
Uh-oh.
lot of bad things could happen.
Acero's left the building. Thank God it wasn't me. And as far as I can recollect, in the matches that I've watched Acero, he hasn't had a disconnect in them until now. So hopefully it's not. I mean, when you think about where he stays in his part of the world, he shouldn't really have a connection problem, should he? I mean, the Japanese have got probably as good internet as anywhere else in the world, if not better.
Larry says didn't like the taxes. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the taxes. When you're making the kind of money Joe Rogan is and you're doing a podcast where you could live anywhere, you better believe it's going to be someplace like a Florida where there's no tax.
Right, well, he's back. That was short and sweet.
Yeah, I like kind of stunning this into the 1 ball.
Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he was playing it that way. He was playing to go down below.
Bit straight in that 13 though.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get wonderful on it. So, this is where, you get a little creative. If you want, you can come off the rail if you want to get the ball out.
You just play that 15 up table, get up for the 1.
Yeah, I mean, these balls aren't sitting great, so he's going to have to move balls. And there's no doubt about it.
It'd be handy if he got good on this 1 ball that he could...
yeah, he's going to shoot the 8 here. Nice. Or that's what I would be doing.
I think
he may not like this angle, but... I mean, it's a nice angle where you don't have to hit it that hard. It looks like he's going to take the 1 and then the 8.
That'll do it.
Make sure. Yeah, that's probably wise. He's going to have to hit this with some speed. Because... Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He tried to draw it because he recognized the balls weren't going to come apart well. He's got the 3 ball. And I'm not sure he's going to get much moving here either. Maybe the cue ball off the 14 into the 5. Maybe the 5, because the 14 is not going to hit those other balls.
Big shot, this. He's still trailing.
Yeah, he looks like he's rolling this.
And he's in trouble again. He's in trouble.
I think it was a mistake to roll that. I would have drawn a little bit and tried to get that, come off the 14 and at least get into the 5 ball.
Well, he's got to duck here one way or another. I can't see him be that creative that he's going to come up with anything.
Yeah, this is kind of tricky.
See that?
He could come off the 2 ball and try to stick it on the back of the 10 there. That's a tricky little shot, but if you can pull it off, you got to be real careful though, because you got to just gently roll into it, or you could give up the 11. He's looking at other things. Looking at rolling on this 10 or 11 is no good. That's no good because the 4 goes up table. Well, he got him on the 11. That was a little lucky because he was going to sell out the 4 ball, I thought, for sure there.
Yeah, he's got him top, I think.
But he's got him on the 11 ball, and that's going to work. I mean, I don't know if he was playing that. If he was, that's a great shot.
Well, it's come out good.
He kind of got lucky. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was a great shot.
Well, Chimpie's going to be scratching his head here for a minute or two because he can't get clean to that 4 ball. Can't get to that at all.
Yeah, but this is...
So where do you go here, Steve?
Well, the problem's the 11 ball because he's got shots. The problem's the 11 ball. I mean, otherwise you could just roll the 10 and roll up onto the 2 ball. But if you leave that edge of the 11, you're done. You could bump the 10 ball over and put the cue ball up on the end rail and make it so he's got to shoot a 14-10 combo. He's going to try to cut this ball. Now, this is a pretty severe cut. I would have probably shoved the 10 ball over and try to you know, leave him with just a combo on the 1410 and put the cue ball up in the end rail, because that kind of shot's missable.
There's no way he's cutting that.
Well, yeah, you can cut this. It's just very thin. It will cut.
That's just going to the long rail.
Well, this ball is cuttable, but it's really thin.
Yeah, he's calling it, but it's got to be he's got to blast this to get it moving.
He's got to hit it hard, but this ball will cut. It will cut.
Yeah, long rail.
Cut it enough.
Commentator's eye. I didn't think it was on. You had to really blast it and get it really thin.
That shot was on. Did you see how much speed it had going into the long rail? He just didn't cut it thin enough. That ball definitely went.
Well, what did he get there? What did he get? 20-something, was it? In fact, hang on a minute. I thought that was acero that was at the table. Am I out of sync?
Chimpie. No.
I'm going to leave the room and come back in. Hang on. I thought it was.
Remember, acero played that safety that.
Right. No, you are right. You are right.
I thought that was lucky.
I was getting myself confused there. I was thinking it was out of sync.
Is that where? Is that where Joe moved? Was Texas?
Well, acero might get the payoff here then.
Austin. Well, that makes sense. Austin's a little bit more of a entertainment type of city than every place else in Texas. It's actually got a lot of video game companies there. Yeah, there's a lot more liberal people in Austin. I wouldn't say Joe Rogan's particularly liberal, but he's also not like any kind of diehard conservative either.
12 ball for the break shot, so presumably he's going to have to come up high for the 14.
I think he can shoot the 14 aside if he wants. He's not going to do that. That's a mistake. I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure what he done there.
If I was going to shoot the 14 not in the side, I would have gone behind the ball. I would have put left English and gone forward and shot it up in the corner. He's okay here. It's just hard to get the speed. I mean, it's not hard to make this ball, but it's a little tricky getting the speed. You got to decide whether you're going back and forth 2 times or 4 times. He's going to go 2 times, and it needs to go a little. And here we go with another big cut. Now again, this one goes. Got to cut it thin.
Oh, this is horrible.
And he's just going to... You don't have to boost super high because you're going to hit this hard.
This is horrible. This is going into the short reel. No, he's played it perfect. Oh, the cue ball actually helped it in at the end of the day. There, it went around the corner.
Actually, the cue ball almost knocked it out. It was going in straight in, and I thought, oh crap, the cue ball's going to knock it out.
You can explain all you want to acero, he won't be caring. It went in. Well, that was a little roll of the ball there.
I'm kind of surprised the cue ball went that direction, to be honest with you. I don't know what happened. Something else hit it because it should have gone through the rack.
Well, this is Christmas come early. Look at this table. I mean, any newbie to straight pull, this is the type of table you want. The balls are all just sitting there. You just got to pick your way through them.
He's got a break ball, the 3 ball. Yeah, I mean, this is a wonderful table.
This is perfect. And he's 10 behind.
He's going to shoot the 10 ball. He doesn't like the 10 because you can't just roll it. That's the ball I probably would have shot because it was easy.
He'd probably have been bumping into the 2, but I don't think it would have made any difference if he'd hit the 2. No,
he could have done that, but I think you're better off not doing that if you don't have to. He's going to shoot the 9 here, I would imagine.
This is one of these sort of spoiled for choices situation where you're scared you make the wrong move when they're sitting so good.
I'd go 9, 11, 15. Get all that crap out of the way.
Welcome to Semipro. Thank you, Semipro. I take it you got Semipro's message, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him to send a message to let you know I was up up the proverbial creek without a paddle.
So now he's going to go 9, maybe 13. Yeah.
Well, we've got a match on here regardless of what happens.
Yeah, see, Chimpie's working through this well. I'm actually beginning to think that Chimpie's one of the better players in straight pull pattern play.
Well, unless you're out of sync, Steve,
very simple.
It's acero.
Oh, okay.
See,
I thought it was
you're out of sync now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a great pattern he's playing.
Well, the table was perfect for him.
Well, but still, you know,
still got to do it.
Great tables play the wrong patterns all the time.
You're talking about Semipro, aren't you?
No, Semipro plays good patterns. I'm talking, you know, as far as the better players, more likely Cobra's going to play a bad pattern than any of these guys.
Well, he's a point in front. Now it's a run to the finish line, but who wants it first?
Yeah, I would have hit that a little harder. I mean, Chimpie,
acero
and Chimpie are both hitting these kind of soft sometimes.
He's blocked off here.
He's going to shoot the combo.
He's definitely having to shoot the combo. He's got nothing else.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a fear of scratching, you know, not sure where the cue ball's going, so going to hit it easy. And, you know, I can understand that. But you got to trade that off between, you know, am I going to be able to get the rack opened up? Because right now he's got problems. The 9 ball is great for this, so I think he'll probably shoot the 6 and then use the 4 to get on the 9.
You didn't hang about in that stream very long earlier here, Pig. Paul from the Philippines was on it, and he was trying to catch your attention, but there was no response.
Uh-oh. Stop.
Yeah, he's going straight.
Yeah, he's got a little angle. He's going to draw this pretty hard. This is one place where, you know, virtual pool has a huge advantage over real life because it's the stroke of God here. I mean, this shot in real life is not what you would want.
Well, he's got a ball. That's all you want. And he's going to have to come around the corner top side for the 1.
Come around again, and hopefully he gets on that better than he did the 9. This is a very natural shot, though. I mean,
now he needs to keep going.
Perfect on it.
Needs to keep going.
Wow, boy, good stop, sort of. He's okay. I mean, the 5 is going to hit the 14. He wants to come back with this, kind of stun it back just a little bit. Yeah, he came back maybe more than he wanted. Watch out. This could be trouble.
Yeah, exactly. That 12 ball goes, I think, though. Let's have a look.
I don't think so.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, you got a bus pass there, Steve.
Yeah, it's at least 2/3 the pocket.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Well, these are sitting pretty good. I mean, that 10 ball.
Yeah, he's fine now.
10 ball does go. It does go.
Yeah, and the 10 ball you can use you know, if you're just a little below it, you can bump the 7 into the 2 and get a break ball out of it. Although the 5 ball is a good break ball.
Are you happy with those tables here, Pig? Are you happy with the pockets in that Hanoi Open? Because I thought they were tough looking, and a lot of the guys have been rattling balls in the pockets. You think it's a better challenge now the way they're set?
I think they're the same pockets that they've been playing all the Euro matchroom events on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's certainly better than what it was in the past. Much better.
Yeah, the past was ridiculous. That's a good shot.
Got a break ball there.
He's probably he's got his choice of the 5 or the 2. He may choose the 2. I like the 2 a little bit better, but they both work. The 5's just a little high. Well, you know, this acero is probably not going to run this out, so I'm sure Chimpie's probably getting another chance. Not that he isn't capable, but chances are he's going to let Chimpie to the table again. And he's a little funny. He's going to go forward and around the corner. this is where you gotta know the right kind of English.
Well, that's perfect.
As far as position, that's perfect. Because a lot of people will put too much English on that shot. He hit that
and end up straight. Well, cue ball's running free. He's got the 6 into the side. Did you want to play the 6 into the side though? Doesn't he? He might have to.
Yeah, I mean the 6 on the side's okay because you can shoot the 5 ball next. The only problem with the shot like the 6 on the side is you got to take the right amount of ball. You don't want to run into 13 because you could scratch.
Yeah, no, he's going that way.
Yeah, and that's not a bad decision because he's being safe. Now he can shoot the 13 and get into the pack if he wants there. Go right into that pocket between the 7 and the 3. No, he didn't get into the pocket.
Hang on a minute. Oh, I think he's in. Well, he's got the 14. He's going to have to. He's going to have to go for it.
Yeah,
the one definitely doesn't go.
He needed to get into that pocket because that was.
Well, this is
no good.
To me, this is make or break shot. This here. This is run to the finish line or give Chimpie another go.
They should come apart good here. This is just like a little stun draw into the 3 ball. You can put speed on it. Cue ball is going to sit right in that area. The ball should separate well.
Oh, the actual brand of table. Yeah, I never noticed what table it was. Who the makers were. That's a good shot. That was played at a nice pace. He's got nice choices. He's still got a problem in that side though.
That might have been a better way because it definitely came out good.
No. 8 ball goes into the side. That'd be crazy to play that just to break those 3 balls, wouldn't it? Yeah.
This is where you want to be patient because there's a lot of options here. Start picking this rack apart. You're better off getting to the top of the 8 ball and shooting that and shooting the 15 and the 10. And this is where I wouldn't try to move balls because they're far enough apart that it's very indeterminate what's going to happen. He may shoot the 3 here. That wouldn't be the end of the world because he's going to move the 12-1, which is the biggest problem he's got.
Well, he might take the combo right now as well because he's never going to get any better than this, but he's going to have to make it because it's heading to the rail, but he can cut across it.
But he is going to play it. Yeah, I think he's probably going to cut this 9 ball. You got to be a little careful here because you don't want to come off the 4 and scratch. Maybe he's going to draw into it. This is a little funny. I don't like this shot. Like me personally, I wouldn't shoot this at this point because I don't like the angle, and I don't like where the 4 ball is.
He's just going to cut it inside, isn't he? He has to. Yeah. Well, it used all the pocket.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have wanted to hit it that way. I mean, it was a good shot. He understood how the table played, but it wouldn't take much to miss that.
Well, he's only 16 out yet. No, he isn't. It's a race to 200, isn't it? I was getting excited there, forgetting that this is a bloody hot seat match.
Yeah, he's on a run of 43.
Well, we're 20 minutes away from the one lost side match. But in 20 minutes' time, Acero could be very close to the finishing line.
Maybe if he stays at the table. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Oh boy.
Well, he's going to probably, I don't know how it is. He's sitting pretty good on that 8 ball, even though he's close.
He's going to shoot the 4 and then shoot the 1. I'm not sure what he's going to do for a break ball. I mean, they're both, the 8 and the 10 are both in the rack. He's going to try to bump the 10, and that's probably good enough for a break ball. The only problem is that getting to it, because I would shoot the 8 ball here and go 2 rails around and then shoot the 1. I would not shoot the 1 here, because this is tricky on the 10 ball. You got to get behind it all the way down to the end rail.
He's the wrong side of the 8 for a start.
Yeah.
No, that looks good.
That's a great shot.
That looks good.
Yeah. That's a great shot. So, this is probably a right English shot, just because where he is, he's hitting far enough into the rack, and he hit it wonderfully.
Yeah.
And this is where I think Acero's got an advantage over Chimpie. Is I think his straight pull knowledge is just a little bit better. Chimpie's been playing good patterns, but you know, situations like that with the break shot and stuff, I think Acero's just a little bit more experienced.
Well, the run is now 50. It's looking good. This table's looking good. It's all systems go.
Well, you know, Hair Pig, you're always looking wonderful until you're not. That's the problem with this game.
Well, I would say
all of a sudden you can be not wonderful.
I would say in Acero's defence that you know, he's always been a letdown in a lot of these big tournaments. I mean, we've not seen him played in straight pool before, but the one thing I think most folk would agree is that to me, he's getting stronger as the tournament's gone on.
Well, I mean,
and that's one thing. That's one thing you want to be doing is, you know, getting stronger as you get to the business end.
Well, he understands how to play this game. You know, that's a huge thing in this game, is understanding the right way to play it.
Yeah, and the fact that you've got a Cobra and Semipro going at it in a little while, but you've got a guy here who's saying, "Look, I fancy my chances for this," and you know, he's beginning to produce the goods at the time of asking, and that's the one secret to winning, is being able to dish up when you have to, and start scoring good.
Oh, I'm surprised he did not roll forward to shoot the 5 there.
Has he? He's never done very well in them. I know that.
Boy, I would have rolled forward there and shot the 5 ball. I'm not sure why he stunned it. Yeah, he's coming back for the 5 now. He may take the 9 first. He's just getting rid of these balls up table.
Well,
is it ball out of the rack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I would have rather had that ball up table to get on the 8 ball. I don't, you know, not that this can't work out, but I would have rather had the ball up table.
Well, one thing I think he's also doing is his average is going up. You know, his average per visit, per turn is going up throughout the tournament.
This is a good angle. This is a good angle he's got. And I like the way he played
pretty
that.
Good again.
He didn't take any chances of getting funny on it. He may be a little further away, but he's not funny. Well, so this is coming into the bottom of the 2. You got to be careful here. You got to draw this ball, because when it's coming into the bottom of the ball, that's when it wants to go to the pocket.
Let me get my arithmetic working here. He's 45 away from the finish line. He's on a run of 64, so there's a potential of a 3-figure run here.
Yeah. Well, if he keeps going the way he is, you know, the thing about him is he plays good patterns. He hits the break shots well. So, you know, there's 2 things that could screw him up. One is dogging it, and the other is bad luck, because there is always still some luck, especially on the break shots.
Well, we can see where the issue is. The issue's there, but there's balls. Well, the balls are actually awkward where they are, but I mean, you've got an option of bound to have some sort of way of hitting them.
He could hit them right now if he wants. I don't know if he will, but he could. Yeah, this is kind of funny. See what he decides to do here.
Somebody do me a favour and remind me of what Acero's high run is. I don't want to tab out.
That was a terrible decision.
Oh dear.
That was not the way to play that. I mean,
well, I've cussed him straight away there.
I mean, that's not a bad luck.
That 2 into the side, Steve. I don't think that goes, because the 7's in the way.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, that's not on.
That was just a very poor decision. I didn't think he'd do something like that. Let's see. I think the 2 ball may go. Let's see.
But can he get to it, because the 7's blocking the 11?
Yeah, I don't think it'll go. Maybe it'll cut the 3 ball in. The 2 might make the 3, but that's like such an indeterminate shot. Has he got a safety play here? Yeah. He's got some safety plays, but none of them are particularly easy.
There's no way that 2 ball's going.
He may try to put this cue ball right on the 11. You know, shoot the 10 and kind of slide the cue ball over into the 11 ball.
What's he calling here?
He's calling some crazy shot.
Yeah, he's
I
getting.
don't think that doesn't even go by it, does it? I guess it does.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I would just kind of shoot this soft and put the 10 into the, you know, rail there and just kind of slide the cue ball over into the 11 ball and take my chances there. I wouldn't shoot a crazy shot like this.
This is crazier than what he's done in previous matches, but he pulled off the shots that he did in previous matches.
Well, I mean, it's a great shot if he pulls it off. I just that kind of shot was just too indeterminate. I would have tried to play some kind of safety there. You know, I mean, I'm not saying the safety I came up with was any kind of guarantee, but I mean, the main thing was controlling the 10 ball.
77's his high run. Well, he fell short of that. The run ends at 68. More importantly, though, he's got a 48-point lead over Chimpie. Yeah. Chimpie's on Nelson.
He's putting the pressure on Chimpie. Chimpie's going to have to play. I mean, he's definitely, and it's kind of going about, you know, how we discussed earlier, a lot of runs in the 40 to 60 range, and both guys are doing it, and you know, that's making this a very close match. So now Chimpie has to hold serve. He needs to run a bunch of balls, or I think he's going to be in deep trouble, because it's getting to the point where, you know, now acero's within reach of running to 200.
Well, this is a test of whether you're champion material. You know, Cobra proved it. He did it.
He's got a couple break balls there. He's got the 12 and the 14 are both really good break balls. I mean, the 7's maybe doable, but I wouldn't play for that one.
Now, he's on that 1 ball right now into the side. You've got to get rid of it. Is that the 1 or the 9? Yeah, he's got to get rid of that.
Yeah, he could shoot the 7 up table too if he wants here, and then shoot the 9. Yeah, you just shoot a stop shot on the 7, stop shot on the 9, stop shot on the 2, and he's kind of got to decide what he wants to leave to get on.
He's got a wee bit of an angle in this 7 ball. He doesn't want to come across.
That's not enough to matter.
No, he's fine.
I mean, see, he hit it into the left part of the pocket, and he's still okay. I mean, he was okay there.
So, what do you keep as a break ball? Do you keep that 14? 12?
I like the 12. I like the 12 better. I'd probably go 9-2.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I'd probably try to use the 13 to get on it.
I mean, you're not keeping the 4 ball there, so he's going to have to get rid of that. But he doesn't want to be played a combo into the 4 ball. I think he's got to take that 4 ball clean and come maybe up inside for the 14, because you don't want to put a ball onto the back rail or something daft like that, or put it awkward. I would be taking this and coming inside the 14. And maybe ended up on a 2 or something like that. I don't know, but I don't like the 4 sitting there.
I think the biggest problem with shooting a combo is you could make them both. So if you're going to do that, you need to
there's that as well. Yeah, there's that as well. You end up getting rid of 2 balls, and you maybe want to keep 1 on.
Yeah.
And the 4 ball just worries me where it is sitting.
He can use the 14 to get on the 12 to shoot the 12 in the side pocket. I mean, that's a possibility too, is leaving the 14 to get on the 12 for a side pocket break.
Well,
now he's going to shoot the combo. If you're going to shoot this combo, you got to make sure that you leave a shot on the 13 that you like. Because there's a good chance you're making both of these. And he hit it beautifully where he wasn't going to make both.
Dropped in dead weight.
This is a little bit tricky. you may get on this, you know, the easy shot on this display the 13 in the side. He didn't do that.
So
this isn't bad. I mean, it's pretty natural to come back out. He needs to come out at least to where the 13 ball is. This is just sort of a kind of little stunny runny and back across the table.
Stunny runny back across
a little more. Yeah, he's good. I mean, you know, Chimpie's not taking any chances. He hit it in a way that he knew he was going to get a shot on the 12. I mean, Chimpie plays very smart. And this you're going to want to go forward a little bit. You can't hit it super hard. It's this. Yeah,
good to
that's
go.
a good shot. That was well played.
Stunny,
I like the speed.
Stunny, runny, easy money.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was because he played in a way where he couldn't get screwed. I mean, Chimpie's really impressed me this tournament with the intelligence level of his play.
Oh, Acero's using a tactical disconnect. Oh,
that's my cue to go to the bathroom.
The old stub technique coming in there for Acero. I'm saying nothing. I'm not trying to stir it. But if he's picked a time to disconnect, it's right now. You wouldn't imagine that anybody from Japan would have internet issues, would you? I mean, South Korea and Japan have probably got the best internet connections in the world. Well, again, I just imagine that, you know, all of Japan has got excellent internet. I mean, he's got a Japanese flag, but it doesn't mean to say that he stays there. Acero placed third. That shows you how long ago that was, because I don't even remember it. And of course, now was that the one where Semi won it on the normal pockets? I think it was. I think it was the same pockets as this, rather than the narrow ones. Well, let's hope that his connection, his disconnect, is the same length of time as the last one, where he was sort of out and then back in within a minute. I think it was. I don't even know how long. I mean, I've got the playlist for that on my YouTube channel, but I can't remember how long ago it was. Was it narrow? I don't even remember that. I know it was Frankel in the final. Yeah. And then the one after that was in normal pockets. I think that's maybe right. Well, this is, it just gets a little bit worrying when it takes him that bit longer to get reconnected. But then again, he could be trying to connect too soon, where like the VP server hasn't quite realised that he's left yet, and he's battering the button to try and get reconnected, and it's telling him, you know, the usual pop-up message.
I doubt that's what's happening here, because when it knows he's actually connected like that, then it would have removed him.
Oh, sometimes you disconnect and then you try and reconnect too soon, you don't get back in.
I understand.
I've had that happen.
What I'm saying is that the server knows you disconnected. The problem is when the server doesn't know that you've disconnected, because TCP/IP doesn't work the way it's supposed to. You know, you've got all these devices out there. You've got, you know, routers and bridges and all of these different devices that the packets are going through, and all it takes is one of them not to do the right thing, and then, you know, the server doesn't know that you've disconnected, and that's when you run into trouble. You
have a point, Larry. It could be that. It could be that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, let's talk about very important matters. My invite to Google, to YouTube, what do you call it? I've forgotten the word, but anyway, my invite, because I've got over 500 subscribers, I got my invite to join Google AdSense. Well, I've already had a Google AdSense account with it's £32 I've got from my website, I've found out that I've got £2 odd on Google now for my YouTube ads. The problem is I put my bank details in Google AdSense. They said, check your account for an amount no more than 35 pence in your bank account and acknowledge it. And it said it should have went in on October the 11th. Well, I've looked at my bank account. There's nothing went into my account on October the 11th, and let alone nothing at 30 odd pence. So I can't acknowledge it. So basically, again, I'm gathering money that unless I get my account set up, I can't gather any. And I'm still waiting on my first member on YouTube. £1 a month, you cheap bastards that you can't pay £1 a month that can go towards my next PC. That's all I'm saying. That's how to keep your subscribers. just tell them off and never rant at them. I got 2 more subscribers, but I think that was from my Alaskan truck drivers
Chimpie,
video.
I think the best thing for you to do is leave the room so it doesn't time out.
Yeah.
If you leave the room, it won't time out. Because if you don't leave the room, it's going to time out. There's going to be a forfeit, and then we can't continue. So you need to leave the room.
There's Semipro. Semipro is giving them the proper tactics here.
Well, you didn't leave the room in time, so now he just forfeited.
Oh, bullshit. Was that... Oh, it was 5 minutes, isn't it? I keep forgetting. It was only 5 minutes you had to get back. This is not the way we want this match to end, by the way. Well, I think...
Well, you just say leave the room, and it'll give you a choice.
Yeah.
It'll ask you if you want to quit or just leave without forfeiting, and you just say leave without forfeiting.
Yeah, but I think that was just right on the borderline of the timeout coming up as well, as we can see. And Chimpie's saying he didn't get any message, but I think the reason he didn't get the message is it probably timed out.
You have to actually bring up the menu. You hit OK on the notice, and then you bring up the menu and you say leave room.
Right, well, what do we do now? Right, what's the score?
There wasn't an OK button?
Let you take a picture of that.
Really? Well, maybe I need to change something. You should be able to get out there. I thought you could.
Let me just take a picture of that. Let me have a look at that. Right, so the scores are 159 to acero.
Well, acero's back, so now we have to figure out how to finish this match.
Right.
Chimpie was at the table, so I think the only thing we can do is play in a match room, and acero's going to have to break.
Right, well...
And open them up for Chimpie, because Chimpie had an open table, so acero's going to have to break the balls open and play from there. I don't know what else to do.
Well, Chimpie's on a visit of 10 at the moment, and acero has a 28-point lead, a 38-point lead.
Chimpie needs 79, acero needs 41, and look
at that picture again. Right. Well, let's bail out.
Let's see. I can set up a room that'll do it.
Right, hold on a minute.
Let's see. Where's that tournament being played? Was it Hard Times?
I don't even remember. I was in the room. Yes, it is Hard Times, yeah, because I'm looking at my picture, my photograph that I've just taken.
Okay, so we're going to do a tournament table and then customize it, making it.
Semipro and Cobra are just underway. Welcome to VP Monster. Well, I think what Steve was talking about is the fact that the procedure should be that you have the choice to, quit and forfeit.
You guys need to come into the room. Let's see. me, shit.
Cobra's in -2.
Let me actually put the name as. All right, there's a room up. You guys need to come into it.
Right. Acero and Chimpie. So obviously Cobra's had a bad start to his match with Semipro. I don't know what happened, but he's on -2.
All right, Chimpie's in there. Where's acero? Can we get acero in?
Oh, that's the wrong thing, because it... Is he... I
don't know. I just chatted in the lobby for him to come in. You're chatting in the room. That doesn't do any good. Click the lobby tab.
Oh, shit. That's another thing that doesn't work.
Because what I'm going to do is just put him in with a handy. So 79 is going to be the goal.
Hang on, I'm coming out of the room if I can get out of the room. Where is he?
Acero gets a 38 point spot.
I don't see Acero. Has he joined the room?
No.
No, he's in away mode according to that.
Well, why is he away? He was just here in the lobby. He came back.
Hang on a minute. I'm messaging him. But he's definitely sitting in away mode at the moment.
Tell him it's a match room. Acero versus Chimpie.
Well, I've given him all the information. Go to the matchroom tab, so hopefully he's seeing that. I'll have a quick drink.
Well, I thought when he logged back in and we saw him in the lobby that this was going to be simple. But if he's going to go away, he's going to end up really forfeiting this.
Well, he's still...
Which is a shame.
Now, my PM is disconnected, so I've had absolutely no response from him. And he might... He's not there now.
You can't save the game. The server does, and maybe I'm going to change this.
Well, he's shown he's in a room now. He's in a room.
Okay. So I'm going to put these two in the game, and then handicap is going to be... Acero is getting 38, right?
Yeah, it was 159121 to Acero, but Chimpie was on 10, so effectively 131 Chimpie was on. Yeah, you're right enough.
So the match goal is going to be 79. Let's see. Oh, the point goal is... Oh, shit, we can't set it to 79.
Yeah.
Ah, darn it. What did I do for this last time? I still got to change this. What did I do for this last time?
Hold on, now the chat's gone funny. This is a bug that happens in VP4 occasionally like that you guys are seeing in the screen. The way it's like that, when it comes up with a black box. Right now we're in the room. Well, Acero's got 14.
Oh, this is completely wrong. Shit. Acero is supposed to have 38. Why did that change? God darn it.
Right. Right, let's try again. Yeah, but that's reloading. Are you talking about reloading a match in a tournament though, Monster? I don't think that's the case. You can't reload a match from a tournament. You can reload a match that you've been playing a match in. Just a normal match.
Actually, the server does save the tournament. It's just not set up to save it after a timeout like that or if somebody forfeits. All right. Tell those guys to come into the room.
Right, oh, hang on, right.
So we're just going to play Chimpie goes to 79 and the acero goes to 38.
That sounds about right. As long as the
I'm not setting a handicap because
right, so
can't do it.
We're just going to leave it plain and let them, whoever gets to 79 or 38 first is a winner.
Yep.
Right, well,
that's
so
what we're doing.
Chimpie, are you in the stream? I don't know whether he's in the stream trying to hear what's going on. But as long as both of the guys are clear about what's happening.
Okay, acero's there.
I'll let you do all the typing.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, don't forget that Chimpie was at the table on a run of 10 at the time, so acero's going to have to give up the table.
Yeah,
and open
break the balls up and spread them for a Chimpie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Chimpie's saying. He had an open table, so yeah. He can't just do a safety break. He has to just open them.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's the only fair way we can do it.
Right, acero's happy with that. Right. Oh, they've all come back safe.
All right, so that's reasonable. I mean, I don't know if that's better or worse than what he had. But
that's worse than what he had, but that you just have to go on with it. You know,
the table's open. Well, he's got more balls on the table though too, though. So. Yeah, VPM, you can reload matches in a match room.
Yeah.
And the problem is not having an option in a tournament match. The problem is it timing out and forfeiting somebody. I need to figure out a way of reloading that match. The server already saves the matches. It's just once somebody is forfeited, it gets rid of the saved match. So I need to figure out a way to keep in that saved match. So if that happens, I can reload it. Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating with these connection errors. I don't know what kind of connection he has, but it must not be that wonderful. I mean, I almost never have connection problems, and I've got cable that's actually not very good cable. My signal's crap, and I still don't have a lot of problems.
Well, I never really have any problems with VP4 either, and when I do, it's the problems at your end, Steve. It's never at my end.
Yeah,
It's either the server's going down or whatever. Or you're in your bed or whatever.
There's rarely
Uh-oh.
actually a problem with the data center.
Well,
with the internet.
There's a problem here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think he's okay. He's got the 3-ball. He's got the 2-ball. He's got shots there.
That 3-ball is
shoot the
dicey.
3-ball, he's gonna have to spin it a little. He's gonna have to hit it with left English and cut it and try to spin it. He may want to shoot the 2-ball. I think that the 7-ball looks pretty dead too if he can get to it. Let's see, what's that gap like? Yeah, I think he could shoot the 7-ball. That's my favorite shot, personally.
Well, that's what he's looking at.
Of course, you know, I haven't always been right on these, but
yeah, well, there is that gap.
It looks pretty good to me. Yeah, but even if it cuts a little more, it should
well
be
done.
Okay.
Sigh of relief there for Chimpie. So I've taken, well, I don't need to take a screenshot. I can just leave that up on the screen. I'll leave that up in the chat there so that you guys can remember what's going on here.
Now let's hope that this match finishes before Acero's connection shits out again.
Could be here all night. The other match will be over before this one finished. And this started, what, 2.25 hours ago?
And we got Friday night 9-ball going, and we got 14 players in it, so
yeah,
that's running too.
Yeah, for the last 3 weeks it's been 14. It's been 4 short, but I think partly this is to blame as well, having 14, this on.
14 is 2 short. 16 minus 14 is 2.
All right, I forgot about that. See, my head's spinning from what's been going on here today.
It's okay. You're entitled.
I've been stressed out.
I'll bet. That's all. I hate computer problems. You know, I have to do a lot of stuff like maintenance on servers, and I hate that. And the reason why I hate it is because it's a bunch of time you spend that results in really no new functionality. You're just spending time like spinning your wheels, but you have to do it. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he missed that. That was close. Oh, I'm looking at, I'm in the other room, by the way. So right now it's 18-14. Cobra's up, and Cobra's on a run of 21. Now it's 19. So
yeah, well, because
I went into the other room just to see what was going on. So Semipro.
Well, after I left, when I left, Cobra was still in -2. So that's Cobra's first scoring visit that he's at the moment.
Yeah. I didn't see what Semipro did to give up the table, but 14 points ain't gonna cut it. You know, these guys, somebody's going to start popping off big runs, and so whoever's going to win this is going to have to do something somewhat spectacular, I think. Well,
Chimpie needs another 69 points.
Yep, he needs 69 more, and there's a lot of pressure on Chimpie right now because acero, you know, he's within range. He only needs 41.
Well, the obvious problem is the combo. That there is a gap that gives you enough room to make the combo. That's what he's going to have to do. Once they slow up there, though. Once they slow up. Now this isn't a gimme. I mean, he would like to have been pretty straight in this, I think, if he could.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one you should miss, though. I mean, the more critical is coming up with a shot on the 9-ball, really. I don't think he's going to miss this, but, you know, you got to get a shot on the 9-ball. I would probably hit this with a little speed and try to get a shot on the 9-ball in the side pocket.
Oh, he missed it.
And, you know, that's the typical way people miss it, because they don't realize the ball's going to throw, and they have to cut that more than they think. Well, this is not wonderful for Chimpie at this point, because acero is certainly capable of running out. Now, if y'all don't remember, acero's the guy that got to 199 and talked it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I was there.
there is no guarantee he's getting out here.
And
might have to shoot a combo right off the bat.
Yeah.
He could shoot the 9-ball if he wants, or he could shoot the 5-2 combo. Yeah, I like this shot better. Yeah, I remember he needed 4 balls, and he made a very poor choice about which ball to shoot, and ended up on 199.
He stunned into the pack and stuck there.
Yeah, but I like this 5-2 shot because you can control and get a shot on the 5-ball. And oh, he hit it hard. Why did he hit it hard for? Now see, that all he had to do was hit that easy. What is he doing? And here we go again. This is exactly what he did last time. You know, well, I mean, that was just dumb.
He's going to have to play the 11. There's no other choice.
Yeah, I mean, all he had to do was hit that easy, and the 5-ball sits right in front of the pocket.
He could run the 5-ball up the rail there onto the 15 for the 5 to go into the side, but you'd be really desperate to play that.
And I think this just nerves because, you know, I mean, he does some mental mistakes once in a while where he doesn't play the right shot. But I mean, I think that's just nerves. He's just not thinking well. He's just nervous.
By the way, VP Monster, if you're still there, what you need to do from time to time is get to your VP4 save games and delete half of them because you'll probably get save games that have been there for about 10 years. Now, I suppose what I should have done
games,
is
not tournament games.
Yeah, just match games. Hang on a minute. What am I doing here? SB. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do.
I think he's going to draw this right into the 1-ball. That's what I'd be doing.
Is that working?
Yep. Now he can shoot the 13 and get that out of there. I mean, the biggest problem for him is going to be the 12-ball. And I would look to probably.
Hang on a minute.
Well, he can't shoot the 12 there. He could shoot the 9 and get it out of there if he wants.
Rack it up. So we can see what's happening in this match. Back in a minute, guys. Just bear with us.
Yeah, the 12 ball is the one he's going to need to deal with.
Of course, the only problem is
the longer he waits, I would shoot the 9-ball here, stun it back just a little, and then shoot the 8, because then the 12 goes. I would not leave this 12 ball. Okay, he's gonna run into it, and this is okay too, because he's got the 5 ball, so he just wants to bump the 12 ball over to the rail. He can leave the 9 ball there. Yep, that's what he did. So he can go 5, 9, 12, and then use the 1, or he could go 5, 9, 1 and use the 12. I don't know why he wasn't shooting a 9 in the side pocket. That was the simple shot. You don't want to make things complicated, especially when you're coming down to the end. You want to shoot the simple shots because the simple shots are the ones that you're least likely to screw up. As soon as you start shooting like draw shots, like he just shot, you're asking for trouble. Well, this is going to work out well because he can just roll forward and then just shoot a stop shot on the 9. Well, see, there he goes. Well, all he had to do was roll that ball. Now he's got the wrong angle. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is, he's making this so hard on himself.
He's got a shot.
Yeah, but this is how you don't get to this is how you don't win the match, is by doing what he's doing. He's making a lot of bad choices, and I think a lot of it's just nerves. He's got a shot on the 6 ball, which I think is a good shot to shoot it. Come back off and come back up planning on shooting the 2. He could shoot the 4, but I don't like that side. He's going to go ahead and play the 5, and that's fine too. I would have rather come up and shot the 2 myself, and then been able to get to the 1 and the 9. Because the problem he's got now from here is it's just a little bit harder to get the balls. So you could probably roll this and then shoot the 1 ball, which wouldn't be a bad choice. He's not going to do that, of course.
No,
He's
you'd have
come
to.
back.
He would have to get fairly low on that 1 ball to be able to cut that 1 ball.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, he can shoot the 13 now and then maybe shoot the 9. I mean, he needs to get to those balls. That's why I wanted to go 6-2 earlier, because it was critical to get to the 1 and the 9. So this shot is pretty safe. Shoot the 9 easy and bump the 1 and then shoot the 1 next. He's going to use the 14, and that's fine. That's probably better. And that's okay. I mean, he's, you know, he was for sure going to have a shot. I'd shoot the 15 now because it's a duck. Get that out of there. He's really looking pretty good. He's probably going to use the 10 as a break ball. So I'd be looking at trying to shoot the 8 after the 2. Maybe not from this angle. And that was the thing. I would have been looking at how can I get a shot on the 8 in the side pocket, and he just screwed his 8 ball break ball up. See that? I would have been looking for something simple where I could get to that 8 ball and shoot it in the side pocket. As soon as you start trying to do non-simple, I'm not sure why he shot that. I guess he's looking at using the 8 as a break ball.
The 8 ball would be perfect into the side pocket for a break shot.
He needs to bump the 10. I would have bumped the 10 there myself. Just because where it is, it's going to be tricky to get on the 8 ball. And here we go.
He might be holding this in
come back or go forward. He's not.
He might be holding it in the pack. He might just be dinking this in and holding the pack for ball in hand.
That's not a bad idea.
Yep.
Yep, that's what he's doing. All right, well, that was a smart play.
I don't think he can blast this either. I think he's got to, where it's sitting at the top of the pack, I think he can blast VPM,
this. It already saves it. That's already done. It's always saved it. That's why you can both leave the room and come back.
Yeah, that was the problem.
It just needs to not delete it on a forfeit.
He couldn't hit that hard, and I mean, he's lucky he's got a shot at the end of it all. So, he is 10 away from the finish line, and he's got to do a bit of damage here, though. Yeah, well, we'll come in and judge for ourselves in a minute or two, Cobra. Myself and Semi, total crap at the moment.
Well, he could shoot the 11 ball here, and I think that's probably what he's going to shoot, because I don't see anything dead in the pack.
Yeah, this is the one that will do the damage.
I would be going forward with this.
Oh, dear.
And see, that's why I would have gone forward. See where the cue ball is?
Oh, dear, yeah.
He should have gone forward on that and drove through the pack. Now, it's kind of a good thing when you dog it like that, because you know, it's left
it's not
Chimpie
left a great deal
of options, but unfortunately the ball he was shooting went up table, and that's probably good enough for Chimpie.
Well, it's all or nothing now for Chimpie. He's only got 10 balls to play with. In fact, 9.
He's got to decide, is he going to take a whack at the 6 ball, or is he going to wait?
Well, if I'm Chimpie at this stage in the match, I'm having a blast here to get them open. You've got to take the chance when you've got to have a chance to do it.
Well, I think it's a reasonable shot. You know, I just got, you know, if you're going to shoot the 4 ball, then, you know, you're looking at maybe coming back and using the 7 to the 6.
Well, I'm all for going down fighting, so I think it's, you know, pull out all the stops and go for it.
Yeah, well, me personally, I like that angle, and that's good. He got some separation. The 12 ball's in a good spot to move those other balls, so he's, you know, now at this point, I would start picking off these other balls.
Well, would you not think of trying getting on the... See, yeah, he could have got on the 12 there. I mean, we've done a lot of room past the 10, mind you.
The reason why I wouldn't do that, I try to get some of these balls out of the back, because you hit that 12 ball, and what ends up happening is you shove those other balls into the balls that are sitting there below the pack.
Yeah.
So I like clearing these balls off, you know, at least some of them before you
what about
use the 12 to split those.
A little dink in the 9 and come out and take the 12 into the side?
Well, I mean, he's got a good shot for the 13 here.
Well, he's hit it too hard to play the 12 in the side, so he's got another idea.
Well, he can try it again with the 10 ball and get back on it, because that's if you shoot the 13 with a little draw, you're almost guaranteed a shot on the 1 ball.
That looks good if he's going to play it now.
Yeah, well, this one he doesn't even necessarily have to draw. He can roll straight into the 15. I just wouldn't dink it. I mean, you don't have to blast it, but I wouldn't just dink this.
Well, looking at the 13, he's in between, you know, choices here.
Well, I mean, he could shoot the 1 and then the 12, 7 and then the 12, but he could shoot the 12 in the side pocket right now. I mean, he's got a lot of choices.
Well, you know, that 5 ball could bump the rail and come out for a break shot like that, but it's gone behind the pack.
Well, I like how he shot that, because he drove through it, and he needed to do that. They didn't come apart as nice as you would have liked, but here we go again.
Right, so...
Well,
this won't time out now, though, obviously, because it's announced a match room.
Let's see what happened with the 15 and 5, how they went down and congested the other ball, like the 13. So that's why I think it was smart to get rid of some of those balls before you moved them.
I'm just going to stir up the shit again, but this is happening at the wrong time, isn't it? Is he back in the room? Because I've got the chat scrolled up so I can read it about how many points they both need, so I don't need to try and remember.
Yeah, I mean, really, guys, if you're going to play this game, get a decent connection. Because it's not like this is a very demanding game as far as connection goes, but you can't have total crap. I mean, I don't have what I would call a particularly good connection.